Hi everybody, it's day 3 I think of this mosaic. On my last film I explained to you how I was going to be making some inserts, fused glass from melted glass, and I've completed that process, and it's been a bit of a curate's egg actually, in terms of some of it worked really well and one bit didn't, but never mind. So I've got the tail and I've got the legs and I've got the wing that I showed you, and I've done the eye and I've done the beak. So I'm very pleased with that. The bit that didn't come out well was my attempt at a glass breast for the robin. But actually thinking about it, that's probably a good thing in a way, because I've got this wonderful palette of beautiful colours that I can use for this, and actually much more dramatic than a piece of glass. When I was a kid, used to call these things robin redbreast, but actually when you look at it, there's lots of oranges and yellows and anything but red in that. Just looking at the piece in a little bit more detail, clearly mosaic is about colour, but it's also about the form of the piece. So if you look at the image that I'm working off, you know, there's lines like there's lines there, there's a line here, there's a line there. I try and replicate those lines in the actual mosaic work. The human eye likes to follow lines, and you can actually see there's a line coming right down nicely there, there's a line going there, and if we pick up on those lines with our eye, it becomes very pleasing actually, and that's what it comes down to. By the way, there's underneath this, obviously there's that picture on a bigger scale, so that gives me a template to work to. I'm working on a mesh. Between the mesh and the picture there's cling film, which means that the glue that I use to stick the pieces down with doesn't actually stick to the paper underneath, which gets very messy. So that's where we are. The weekend lies ahead. I will come back to you after I have done the rest of the body and the branch that the bird is on, and I'll talk to you then about the background. But before I do that, I should say that in my first film I mentioned that this was actually on its way to Nepal, and I should say, or just explain that a little bit more, in that the charity Pipal Tree, of which I'm the founder, one of the things that we do is education, and specifically education for the poorest children in South Nepal. And we've been building schools, classrooms, we've been funding teachers, we've been distributing material goods to the children, like school rucksacks, warm winter clothing, and the sort of thing that kids who have got very little really appreciate. And so that's where this is actually going to be fitted on the wall of a school in South Nepal. Obviously that's in memory of Lillian George Taylor, but hopefully this will act as a great artistic inspiration for the children at the school as well. Thank you.